What's up, meatbags? I am the often imitated, never duplicated TonyTGD, joined once again by Gary, quite contrary, the OCG.
What's up, guys? It sounds like the
So we're gonna
ambulance
be,
is coming to rescue you.
you know what? We have a fire station like 2 blocks away, so it's probably theirs.
Yep, I know how that is. We got one right down the house, down the street from us too.
So, as you know, we renamed the show because we lost 1/3 of the team. It's just gonna be me and Gary. Um, but we're gonna check out some indie games, some trailers, talk about them. Give our takes as to whether or not we like what we see. Chat with the chat if they come in, and just have a good time. But anything you want to add to that, Gary? Anything you want to add to the opening here?
I think we're gonna have to get we're gonna have to play some taps for Carl because it's a sad day. I just hope he's well. If Carl does watch this or see this in any form, or if anybody lets him know, he is definitely missed. I'm sorry for whatever happened on what with whatever side or whatever the Amico stuff is, but just know that he's always welcome here, at least with me. I don't I'm sure you feel the same, Tony, but he's definitely missed, and it's going to be hard moving forward doing this without him. So
Yeah, we do miss you, Carl. If you hear this, just let me know. Hit it up. We'll get you back here for next week. But this week, what are we starting with, Gary? What are we starting off with?
okay, so first is going to be a game called Death Trash. Now, Death Trash was released August 5th, 2021, and developed and published by Crafting Legends. It's available on Steam, Xbox, PS4, Switch, Windows, Mac, and Linux. It's a dungeon crawler-esque kind of game and highly inspired by games like Fallout. And it's kind of got that PC old, dungeon crawl to it, kind of like maybe like a Diablo. Looks really good, so cue that one up and we'll check that out.
All right, Gary did his homework this week. He's on point. I am not. I got one queued up for later that I know about, and one that I kind of know about. Hopefully, I got this all set up. Oh, that shit looks crazy already. Fuck, this shit looks crazy as fuck, Gary.
I like it. The blood and guts, man. It's what sells it for me.
Yeah, there's a lot of fucking blood and guts.
So yeah, that's available right now. Like I said, on Steam, Xbox, PS4, Switch, Windows, Mac, and Linux. So I'm almost half tempted to go and look it up myself. Now, the one thing I did kind of drop the ball on is I'm not exactly sure what that's going for right now. I would assume it's probably maybe a $20 to $30 game, but totally looks worth it. Totally looks worth the money.
Yeah, it looked crazy as fuck. Definitely got that weird vibe going for it. Kind of like a heavy metal, if you're into that magazine.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? We got Mr. 804 and Robo Blue in the house, along with Rhea, who was here earlier. I don't know if she's still here.
Hey, how's it going,
Definitely good
guys?
looking. Now, what I got queued up here is Timothy and the Tower of Mew. It is the winner of the, what is this, Pixel Game Maker Game Development Challenge by Kibu Entertainment. It's not coming out till 2022. The trailer that you're going to see is unlisted, so you're not going to be able to find it. We got it for you. I was able to snag it. It's going to be a classic action platformer with some RPG elements sprinkled in, inspired by games like Fox Xanadu, Kid Icarus, Demon's Crest, Shadow of the Colossus. It's on the short side, only about 8 hours. I mean, it was a Pixel Game Maker contest winner. It wasn't like a full, thought out game type thing.
Oh, it was like they do those game jams.
Yeah.
Kind of like that. Yeah.
It is one of the features is quote unquote pimped NES graphics.
Perfect. Right up my alley.
So we're gonna take a look at this. Get this queued up. We gotta get this queuing up faster. We gotta figure out how to get this so it doesn't drag. As you can see, my mix, I got Tanak Tune over there in the corner. So I'll be listening to that Indian music.
Nice. Like it already. Kind of looks like Steven Universe.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a good thing though.
Ooh.
It's got like a Goonies vibe. A little slingshot.
Yeah, a little bit. I don't know if I'm crazy about the character being so small, but I love everything else. I love this. These settings are nice.
Yeah, he does look a little small, but
Ooh, that's cool.
I guess it's one of those things that you have to play it to really, see how it really looks.
Right.
I mean, it does. It looks exactly like Nintendo games look in my memories, not how they actually look. They look like
right. It's just Nintendo like modernized. But okay, so I see what they're going for here is that the other characters were slightly bigger, so they're just trying to give you the feeling that he's like small, in this big world.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that looks really good.
It looks right up my alley. It's coming soon on Steam.
Nice. I always love when they go and they put all that, the Steam logo and pixel art and all that stuff. They went the extra mile there. That looks really good.
Yeah, it even says it's going to be a hardcore platform action. You're going to die a lot, learn from your death, overcome your limits. So it's definitely got that NES, hardcore, old school style to it. I like the way it looks. I'm
right.
Sure
That's
that 8
definitely
hours is going to drag.
And it's definitely going to find it's for a niche, demographic because, I think a lot of kids today are, I think that's the big off-putting factor into games that were, NES era, Sega era, that they were hard as nails. I like that personally. A lot of people will say Battletoads is a terrible game. Yeah, it's hard. There's a lot of things that were wrong with Battletoads when you get into the later levels. But I love games like that, a nice pick up and play for maybe a half hour, an hour before you get pissed off. But then you come back another day, you try, and then maybe you beat it. And it's a big accomplishment, though, when you can get through stuff like, turbo tunnels in Battletoads. So I'm definitely looking forward to that one. It looks pretty good.
Definitely. So what are we going to next?
Okay, the next one on the list is a Gothic style Metroidvania type game, and it's called The Last Faith. This is to be determined on release, so it should be coming. I think they said by the end of the year, if not probably early 2022. It will be available for Steam, Xbox, PS4, Switch, PC, and Mac. This is developed by Kumi Souls, Kumi Souls Games, and also published by them too.
Awesome. So I already got it all set up. Take a look at this trailer. Hopefully, it's good. Sounds good so far. What the hell? I don't want to cast. Well, I'm loving this already. This is. This is like reminding me of like the movie Van Helsing almost.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this would definitely fit in with the Castlevania mythos. I could see it just sliding right in there.
Yep. You got a little bit of like Portrait of Ruin right there. I mean, the works these guys are doing these days with, you know, the retro look, but just modernized. It's so amazing. You know, years ago when I thought of what games were going to be like, I never thought that, you know, things like the PlayStation 5 and Xbox, you know, ultra realistic graphics were never my my strong suit. I never really cared for stuff like that. I mean, when Mario 64 released, I remember thinking like, this game's dumb. I don't like 3D games. Obviously my tastes have changed over the years, and I accept, you know, 3D games are, you know, they have their place. But if I can always get a game that reminds me of, you know, Nintendo days and the good old Sega days, that is, you know, what I love to pick up more than anything. And that definitely itches the Castlevania scratch, you know. It scratches the itch for the Castlevania type games, and Metroidvania is like number one. You can't go wrong with Metroidvania style games or like roguelikes, you know, in my opinion. So looks really good.
Yeah, like Robo Blue says, it looks like Castlevania meets Prince of Persia, and that's definitely what it looks like. So Gary's got two games that looks like I'm gonna end up having to pick up. And now
I got good taste, man. I got good taste.
You do. I think we got similar taste, so we're gonna end up having way too many games to want to buy. So this next one is kind of an old game, right? But you said you wanted to show it off for a reason. So
oh, you want me to go on with the next one?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, this is an older game. I have it personally on my Switch digitally. It's called The Swords of Ditto, and this released back in April 24th, 2018, on Linux, Mac OS, PS4, Windows, and then they brought it to the Switch in May of 2019, and then October 23rd for Android and iOS. The reason why I wanted to talk specifically about this game, other than it is an amazing game, the fact that if anybody's familiar with Special Reserve games, they are actually having their last chance sale come October 15th. So in a few days here, they will be putting up. Now on the website, it said they have less than 150 copies left for purchase. So it's going to start, I think, at 12 p.m. I'm not exactly sure what time they said. That's 12 p.m. my time, Eastern time. So I believe it's going to be $39.99, and it's not going to come with they included dioramas with the original, but I think because it's a last chance sale, they're not offering those dioramas. So it's $40. You get a kind of semi special edition version that comes in a nice embossed box. It's a really pretty presentation that they're offering. But like I said, last chance, October 15th, less than 150 copies left. And this game plays like a kind of like a Link to the Past Zelda. And it is a roguelike where you play through the cycle. You have like, I think 5 days to play. And then how it's set up is you only have so much time. And then you, depending on how well you did through those 5 days, you level up and you're forced to go and fight Mormo, which is the main bad guy in the game. And depending on whether you die in that scenario is where it kind of restarts you through you'll have to kind of go through the whole game. It has a very Adventure Time feel to the art style, which I'm not a big, huge Adventure Time fan, but it's very reminiscent of that, and it's a fantastic looking game. Like I said, I have it digitally. I played through it, beat it, absolutely adore it. It's a very kind of mix between, kind of kid friendly and adult kind of game. So it's really solid.
All right, so we'll take a look at that. I do like the Adventure Time look. I was a big fan of the show, so and I keep seeing this game when I go to the PSN store, looking through stuff to buy. I always see it, always on the fence. Maybe I'll jump on it now. Ooh, he's got couch co-op.
Yep. I love the little robot head guy.
Yeah, it looks good. I mean, I've seen it before, like I said, and I always thought it looked good.
Yeah, so that was developed by One Bit Beyond and published by Devolver Digital. Devolver always has, they're always publishing great games. So this was one I just wanted to highlight. It's been out for quite a while, but like I said, Special Reserve Games, October 15th. They're having their last chance sales, so under 150 copies. So if you're one of those collectors and you love your physical media, this is the last chance to jump on it. Otherwise, this game's going for around $100 physical sealed on the secondhand market. So definitely look into that if you're interested in physical media.
Was it lagging? I think it's only lagging for you, Ninja Kitty, because Ray and everyone else doesn't seem to be complaining.
Hey, Ninja Kitty, guess what? You hear that? No more beeping.
Oh, look at that. You finally took care of the smoke alarm just for Ninja Kitty. All right, this next game is not released yet. It is for iOS, Android, and PC, I believe. Maybe on Steam, I'm not sure. Not 100%. It is a how can I describe this? It's an anime influenced ship girl collecting game, kind of like your Kantai collection or your Azure Lane, but it's like an American take on it. It's called Victory Bells. And the reason I want to highlight this game is because it's been in development for about 4 years. They had a Kickstarter, very successful. They had a little struggling getting the game done, but in September they finally went for the beta, the backers beta. So it's coming out soon, maybe by the end of the year, maybe first quarter next year. But the real highlight of the game is that when you collect these girls and you go through the little missions and the little ship girl missions or whatever, you can form relationships with them, and you go down two paths, whether you're going to become their friend or their boyfriend or whatever. And so it's got scenarios for each particular ship. Two of those scenarios were written by someone on this panel, and no, it's not Gary. So maybe one day soon you'll be able to play this game and tell me if my writing, my dialogue, my contributions to the gaming world were actually worth it, or if I should just give up and never ever do that again.
Somebody's always watching. Always.
I think we got the blighter that time.
Мы сделаем все, капитан.
Ich werde mein Bestes geben. Wirklich.
Del duro, capitano, lo prometo.
C'est l'intention qui compte.
艦長、ご存知のように新しく来てくれる人たちにお会いできるのは本当に嬉しいです。
How can you be so pleased with yourself when you look like that?
Now, each one of the girls are from a different country, and they got voice actresses from the
Let's
actual
get on with the
country
show.
that the characters are from.
Okay.
So there is no
Well, this
cultural
is
appropriation
interesting, I suppose.
That's definitely interesting.
Pretty impressive, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, I always like that anime artwork. It looks really good. It looks interesting. I mean, I played a game back in the day. I remember playing like just those stat-based text kind of games around like 2002, where you'd get on and do kind of similar stuff to that. You'd have like robots and stuff, but there were no pictures. There was nothing like that. It would just be on kind of like a website or whatever, and you just kind of like an RPG type deal. So I'm definitely open to that. That looks really good.
Yeah, like I said, it's pretty much like that. There's going to be a lot of number crunching, a lot of stats. But this is going to have some art. It's going to have voice acting, fully voice acted. Like I said, two of the scenarios were written by what I would like to assume is one of the best dialogue writers of the 21st century. Some guy named TonyTGD. I already got my name in one game. Last year, I got my name in the credits of what the hell was it? I don't even remember because it wasn't even that important. But I got my name in the credits last year, so hopefully I'll get my name in the credits next year. And that'll make 5 years of game development industry experience under my belt. Now to get to Rhea's question, she says, "Where is the Swords of Ditto physical?" Because
you can't get it until October 15th. It's going to go on sale on October 15th, I believe, at 12 p.m. I'll pull up my email and share that with you. I'll put it on my my Twitter. So I'm not exactly sure what time, what time zone you're in, or exactly what time they were saying, but I believe it was 12 p.m. So, and that's going to go on sale, like I said, October 15th, and it's a last chance sale. So then they have less than 150. This is something that kind of like the limited run and these guys do. Limited run does theirs, I think, at either the end of the year or at the very beginning of next year, where they offer up the games that were sold out that you might not have gotten a chance to get. And like I said, they're only from the email they sent me, it says that they have less than 150 copies to sell. So they're probably going to go quite fast. You're very welcome.
Sorry to leave you hanging there, Calvin. We got one more game. It looks like it's going to be a quick episode today. We didn't have Carl to add a couple extra games into the mix. I dropped the ball a little. But Gary's got one more. It was something that I was going to suggest at some point, but it's me and Gary both are interested in this game. But what it is.
Being that I'm on the kick that I'm on currently, we couldn't go. I wanted to wait until another character was probably announced, which will probably be in the coming months. But this week wouldn't be complete without. Well, it's Monday, so it's a new week. But anyways, it wouldn't be complete without talking about Turtles and TMNT Shredder's Revenge, which everybody should have heard about. But it's a game I'm highly looking forward to. Its release is probably going to be sometime in second quarter of 2022. They have talked about pushing the date back so they could add more content. This is developed by Tribute Games and published by .emu. Is that correct? I'm not sure how they pronounce their name there, but Tribute Games did recently. They brought Scott Pilgrim over versus the World, and they did Panzer Paladin. Anybody who hasn't checked out Panzer Paladin, it's a NES retro inspired type game, which is absolutely fantastic. So they do great work, especially pixel art. .emu also brought Streets of Rage 4. They published that as well, I think. So, yeah, these are heavy hitter games.
So did you want to show the gameplay trailer or the reveal trailer?
I mean, we could do both if you want. I mean, both are great. The reveal trailer's got that old, late 80s cartoon vibe to it that they brought back. And obviously this is a throwback to the arcade games and, the NES games, Sega games. For a change, finally a Turtles game that's come out that, there's been a few that look okay. I think the last decent ones were the ones on the Game Boy Advance that had that beat 'em up feel, but they just they had that different turtle art style. This kind of harkens back more towards what they originally look like, which is, I think, why I'm digging it so much. It looks kind of more in tune with the cartoon. So I'm really excited about this.
You didn't play that one for PC?
Which one for PC?
There's
PC.
one that came out like last year. How's it called? I downloaded it. What the fuck's it called?
I remember the last one that was good, that was a 3D game, was the Manhattan one, and I can't remember the exact name of it. Turtles Take Manhattan or something like that. That was supposed to be really good, but they just haven't nailed it in a long time. And part of that has to do with the way the Turtles look. That's why I never cared for the Michael Bay movies or anything that they've done with them. They just keep making them look like abominations, and instead of just keeping it, at least original, but fine tuning it. So this, to me, looks like it's running off the same engine as Scott Pilgrim was. There's a lot of things that you could draw to each game that kind of looks similar. So I'm really excited because Scott Pilgrim was one of my more favorite games. What, like 6-7 years back when it was made, and then obviously they brought that back to they released that back again because that was delisted a while back.
So what? You've never seen Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Rescue Palooza?
I may not have seen that. I know
It's
that they had that's not the one that they've like turned into an arcade game. I know there was an arcade game recently.
No, this is a 2-year-old game. It's a fan game.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if it was fan made, then I probably didn't see it.
Oh, we'll watch that after we watch
Okay.
this one. Because I'm sure you're gonna love it. So we're gonna go through the reveal trailer first, then we'll go through the gameplay trailer, and then we'll take a look at the other Ninja Turtle game. The other one's free, so can't beat that. Why'd you tell me it was muted, Gary? What the fuck? Come on.
Oh, it's I dropped the ball. Did you mute it again?
Yeah, I definitely like that they went with the 80s, 90s Turtles.
I mean, it just fits. And that right there should be a nod to that Splinter should be a playable character.
I know they made April a playable character.
Right. Oh, the animation just looks so fantastic in this.
It does. It looks fucking amazing.
I want to point out, though, I do want to point out, though, look at all these vehicles. They all have, like, the right front tire is, like, busted down on a lot of these vehicles. And then in the next trailer, you'll actually see a statue of Shredder erected in the middle of Manhattan, I think. So it definitely looks like this world that they're in has been absolutely ravaged by Shredder. So the take on it, obviously it's TMNT Shredder's Revenge, right? So hopefully that gives us some good setup for some good, locations and scenarios. So I'm definitely looking forward to this. It looks fantastic. 4 players. That looks like a perfect game for the Switch. I'm super excited about that one.
We're going to take a closer look at the gameplay. It's actually a pretty short trailer.
Is this the one with the April?
No.
Okay, so this was the second one. Okay.
I think it's just the gameplay that was in the first trailer, no?
There's a little bit more, I think, in this one. They're kind of breaking down the animations.
Well, you can see you got bebops on the TVs.
Yep.
So I wonder if that's just a nod to some classic episodes or if it has something to actually do with the story.
Again, the Channel 6 news van over here is broke down in the corner. Nice steaming hot pizzas. It definitely looks like it's going to be very combo heavy, which is great.
Yeah, I love beat 'em ups. Me and Sidekick Max were talking about that yesterday. I love beat 'em ups, but when you have unlimited continues, it just takes something away. I need to be able to lose and have to start back from the beginning.
Right. I don't know. It'd be a great idea to have I don't know if they've done it. I'm sure somebody out there has made like a roguelike type beat 'em up game, which would be fantastic. You know, go through it, get some power ups. I mean, it's kind of how Scott Pilgrim works, and in a sense, I have a feeling that if this really does follow, because like I said, this is by Tribute Games, and Tribute Games did bring Scott Pilgrim over. I have a feeling there could be light RPG elements in this game, kind of like a River City Ransom type deal.
Yeah, Scott Pilgrim had that. It was pretty good. I got that. I actually played it on stream once. Twice. Something like that. All right, we're going to take a look at the April trailer real quick.
And she has a very like Ramona Flowers type fighting style with the camera, almost looking like she's swinging the sledgehammer around.
Yeah. And I see we're in the layer of the Rat King, but it looks like we got a crane head back here for some reason.
Yeah, some down Mausers over here. It looks fantastic. And then he gets on there and starts playing his flute. And there's definitely a few nods, if you notice, to episodes where I don't think it's hit just yet. Wait, let it play, and I'll point it out. So obviously, like right here, this is definitely a callback to the episode where Bebop and Rocksteady are at the zoo, and they get caged by the Ninja Turtles, which is, I believe, in the first season. That might be the second or third episode. So there's definitely going to be nods to the original show in here.
Yeah. Robo Blue says, has Max ever played the original on television? If you're talking about Sidekick Max, no. I haven't even played the original. Yeah, show's right. When are we going to get Casey Jones in the game?
So that's the theory. The fact that they showed Shredder, or not Shredder, Splinter off, I really do think, without a doubt, that you will see Splinter as a playable character. Casey Jones is obviously the one behind Splinter that everybody wants. So if they didn't include him, I'd be shocked. But I would probably say there's a 80 to 85, 90% chance that you'll see Casey Jones as probably the last playable character. Anything after that is probably overkill at this point, because obviously they could do, if this sells well and does well, and Turtles right now is seeing a big resurgence. I could definitely see a Tribute doing another game in the future if this sells really well. So
Ninja Kitty says TMNT is a day one buy. Do we know if it has online multiplayer? Can we do 4-player stream playing it? I don't know. Does it have online multiplayer, Gary?
I don't think they've talked about that yet, but do you see them bypassing online multiplayer for a game like this? It has to be included, right? I mean, that has to be a given. If they don't, that would be a huge blunder on their part. And I am definitely down to play some TMNT on a live stream with you guys.
Yeah, I know Scott Pilgrim had online multiplayer. So,
and you know what? I don't know if that was day one on Scott Pilgrim, or if that was added in about, I think it was a half a year to a year after the game released. It was added in, and then obviously when when Tribute re-released this, and .emu, I think they obviously they added it in all the content that was the DLC. So that is definitely online multiplayer. So I couldn't imagine that this doesn't have, 4-player online multiplayer.
I don't see it anywhere. I'm looking at the press release for it. I don't see it. I mean, we could call them on stream. I don't know if they're going to be up right now, but they get their phone number listed.
I think more than online multiplayer, if I had a choice over online multiplayer or more content in the game, I probably would take more content in the game. Like, I would love to see reskins, maybe like a disguised Donatello, or Space Cadet Raph, like the wacky turtles being like just turtles being reskinned, with all the toys that they had and all the different versions of the turtles would be fantastic if they threw elements of the Playmates line in there too. So, I mean, I'd love to have multiplayer, but if I were to pick, I'd probably say give me more playable characters and give me more different, maybe customization options or skins or of that nature. I'd definitely rather have that over online multiplayer.
Yeah, there's nothing in here that mentions multiplayer or online multiplayer, so I guess it's still to be determined. Let's finish up this trailer. And that was the end of it.
Looks good though. I'm super excited. It's probably I'm crossing my fingers and hoping that a physical version comes out. I'm hoping that limited run goes above and beyond with this and has, a couple different collector versions, because I definitely see me buying a $200-300 out of my price range ridiculous collector's edition with figures and coins and cards and everything to do with this, because it's turtles. I mean, they're timeless. So
what's up, Tamu Yamiko?
Hey.
He says, what did he say? He said, new turtle skins, wouldn't that be something? Definitely would.
Well, if it was on the Miko, it would just be actual like turtles swimming around in water.
Ninja Kitty says, you don't think they will have more unlockable characters beating the game over and over?
I mean, they are pushing it back. Like they said, they were pushing it back to add more content. I think when they originally did this, they were only going to do the 4 turtles and April and Splinter, just because the reveal trailer shows them fighting. And from what I get from that reveal trailer was that they were always going to be playable characters. I really do think that them pushing this back gives them time to throw in guys like Casey Jones and maybe a playable Metalhead, guys that were once kind of bad guys and that turned good. Maybe those are the special guys you could get. Because I think if they do someone like a Metalhead, I think that'll blow people's minds. That'd be great. The first time you'll be able to play as someone like Metalhead. I don't know if he was included in the fighting games, the tournament fighters back in the day, but that would definitely be a plus if they could get unusual characters as playable characters. So, I mean, anything's possible.
I think he was in the I want to say Genesis version, because there was different characters in every version.
Oh, Hyperstone Height, not as playable though. I don't think he wasn't playable.
I
do have Hyperstone Heist.
I'm talking about the Genesis version of.
Oh, Tournament Fighters. Yeah, that's a possibility. I'm not. I have that too, but I usually don't put too much into Tournament Fighters. So he could be a playable character. I'm not too sure on that.
Well, this is TMNT Rescue Palooza. It is a throwback to the 8-bit era. I think you're going to love it, Gary. When you see it, you're going to want to play it. You're going to want me to send you the link to the game.
Well, made by fans for fans, so it's usually good stuff. Yeah, look at that. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, it's got Irma in there. Usagi Yojimbo. 60 playable characters. Oh, wow. Burn Napoleon. Oh, dude, like Battletoads? Get the fuck out of here. Yep, you're right. What's the link? Oh, there it is. I'm ahead of the game.
Hell yeah. So I've played it. It's pretty good. It's a little hard.
Yeah, that
It's
looks
definitely
solid.
Yeah, we call it retro reimagine. Triceraton's a playable character. The bosses, when you beat the bosses like Leatherhead, what the hell's Rat King and all them, they become playable characters too.
Ooh, okay. I wonder if it's got Worm in there. Worm is probably one of my more favorite characters, but Worm was never featured in the show. He's actually from the comic when him and Scumbag fought each other. So it'd be cool to see if they gave him like a version on that game, and whether or not he looks more like the Playmate toy or if he looks like his comic book version. So I'll definitely be checking that out.
I don't think he's in the game.
Oh, he was just a minor character, but what they did with his actual figure is absolutely brilliant. I think he's one of the more prettier looking figures of the Playmates line back in the 90s. So looks good though. I'm impressed. Color me impressed. Color me green.
I think that's everything we got. We made it to 47 minutes.
Not bad.
Ninja Turtles rescued us there at the end. We were struggling. Once again, thank you all for coming here. We just wanted to show off some trailers, have a little fun, have a little chat. We'll get better at this as we go along. Bear with us. Gary's not the best sidekick. He tries. We're going to get that timing going. We're going to get it, more laughs. Definitely, I dropped the ball this week. I didn't have that much planned. I was looking to rely on Carl, but that whole situation happened, and then so we had no Carl.
But Tony, quality over quantity, and I think what we brought today was really good. And if you joined a little late, definitely rewatch the video, check out the beginning, because I think what was it? Death Trash was fantastic looking. So definitely go back to the beginning and watch that, because that was, I think, one of the highlights, and we started out big with that one.
Well, the Last Faith looked really good. That was the highlight for me.
Okay, cool. I'm glad I could bring some heavy hitters to the table.
You did. Definitely check out the Last Faith if you like Castlevania. It's like Robo Blue said, Castlevania meets Prince of Persia. Looked really good. Had a good vibe. Too bad it's not out yet. It's on Kickstarter. Anything else you want to add before we cut this off, Gary?
No, just appreciate everybody showing up and showing us some love. So thanks again.
You know how we do it here. Love, peace, booty grease. We out this bitch.